Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into one of the biggest mysteries of ancient history, the Sea Peoples. These mysterious warriors appeared around 1200 before Christ and left a trail of destruction across the Mediterranean. Entire civilizations collapsed, yet we still do not know exactly who they were or where they came from. Were they a single group or a coalition of displaced people? What drove them to attack? And why did they disappear as suddenly as they emerged? Let us break down the mystery of the Sea Peoples and explore the most compelling theories behind their origins. To understand the Sea Peoples, we need to set the stage. The Late Bronze Age, roughly 1600 to 1200 before Christ, was a time of great prosperity. Powerful civilizations like the Egyptians, Hittites, Mycenaeans, and Minoans dominated the Mediterranean, trading goods, ideas, and technologies across vast distances. Then, around 1200 before Christ, everything started to fall apart. Cities burned, kingdoms crumbled, and once mighty empires vanished. This period is known as the Late Bronze Age collapse. The best records of this chaos come from Egypt. Pharaohs Merneptah and Ramses III describe waves of invaders attacking from the sea. These invaders, called the Sea Peoples, struck not just Egypt, but also the Hittites, the Levant, and Greece. The Hittite Empire collapsed, Mycenaean palaces were destroyed, and cities like Ugarit were reduced to ash. But who were these Sea Peoples? Egyptian inscriptions list several groups, like the Peliset, Shekelesh, and Denian, but these names do not match any known civilizations. This mystery has puzzled historians for centuries. One theory suggests the Sea Peoples were connected to the Mycenaean Greeks. The Mycenaeans were a powerful civilization in Greece, known for their palaces, warrior culture, and possible role in the legendary Trojan War. But around 1200 before Christ, the Mycenaean world collapsed. Palaces like Mycenae and Pylos were abandoned or destroyed. Greece entered a dark age that lasted centuries. Could Mycenaean refugees or warriors have joined the Sea Peoples? Some scholars think so. The Mycenaeans were skilled sailors and fighters, and the Peleset, one of the Sea Peoples, are often linked to the Philistines, who later settled in the Levant. Some evidence, like pottery styles and DNA analysis, suggests the Philistines may have had Aegean origins. However, the Sea Peoples were not a single group, and this theory only explains part of the story. Another theory connects the Sea Peoples to Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. Around 1200 before Christ, the once mighty Hittite Empire collapsed, possibly due to internal struggles, external invasions, or environmental disasters. Some scholars believe displaced Hittites or neighboring Anatolian groups like the Luca, which are also known as Lycians, and the Danaan joined the Sea Peoples in search of new lands. For example, the Denian might be linked to the Danaoi, a term used in Homer's Iliad for the Greeks, or they could have come from Cilicia, a region in southeastern Anatolia. The Shekelesh, another group, may have originated from Sicily. This theory suggests the Sea Peoples were not a single ethnic group, but rather a collection of displaced people forced into migration by crisis. One of the most intriguing groups among the Sea Peoples is the Sherdan. Egyptian records describe them as fierce warriors with round shields and horned helmets. Later, they even served as mercenaries in the Egyptian army. Some scholars believe the Sherdan came from Sardinia, an island in the western Mediterranean. The island was home to the Nuragic civilization, which built impressive stone towers and had a strong warrior culture. Artifacts from Sardinia, including horned helmets, bear a striking resemblance to Egyptian depictions of the Sherdan. If they were part of the Sea Peoples, it suggests these invasions were truly a Mediterranean-wide event, rather than just a regional crisis. One of the most compelling explanations for the Sea Peoples' migrations is climate change. Around 1200 before Christ, the Mediterranean experienced prolonged droughts and cooling, leading to famine and economic collapse. If food shortages and resource scarcity drove people to migrate, the Sea Peoples may not have been mere raiders, but desperate refugees trying to survive. Archaeological evidence from across the region supports this theory. Climate data suggests massive droughts affected civilizations from Greece to Egypt. Starving populations may have taken to the seas in search of food and fertile land, clashing with established kingdoms along the way. Despite all these theories, the exact identity of the Sea Peoples remains unknown. They left no written records of their own, and the sources we have, like Egyptian inscriptions, are biased, portraying them only as violent invaders. Were they conquerors, mercenaries, refugees, all of the above? We may never know for sure. What we do know is that their raids marked the end of the Bronze Age and reshaped the Mediterranean world. The civilizations that emerged afterward, like the Phoenicians, Israelites, and later Greek city-states, were profoundly influenced by this upheaval. What is clear is that they played a huge role in history, and their story is a powerful reminder of how interconnected civilizations were even 3,000 years ago. What do you think? Which theory makes the most sense to you? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more fascinating historical content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.